Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Deborah from Fairville Megastore here. How you doing, Deborah?
I'm great. Good to be back.
Good to see you. Happy New Year's.
Thank you. Same to you.
Oh, you're not supposed to say New Year's. Happy New Year's.
New Year.
Supposed to say Happy New Year.
Oh, okay.
I just showed how ignorant and stupid I am.
Everybody
I got
says
corrected by an old lady at Publix. I was like, Happy New
wow.
Year's. She's like, it's New Year, dear.
it. Oh, what a bitch.
I know. What?
Yeah,
I'm just
What a
starting it off
horrible
bad.
person.
Just take it.
Might be your last year, old lady.
Exactly. About to start my new year off by killing some geriatric at the Publix.
So speaking of that, Valentine's Day is coming up,
I know,
which is
right?
crazy that
This
we're already
is
rocketing.
where you really excel. Like you, when I think of one holiday where you can't wait for it. I can't wait 1 minute more. You're crazy about it. You love it. You've already been in preparation. Even before Christmas, you were in preparation of your favorite holiday, which is Valentine's Day.
You know what's sad is that if you ask my wife, and I've been with her for 20 years more. I mean, it's.
I thought you were going to say a decade,
How
and I
old?
was
No,
going to correct
more.
you.
Oh my God! It's
Yeah.
been more than 20 years. I guess, yeah, it's been like 24 years.
Oh, it's legal to drink.
Oh my God! You could rent a car now.
Our 15-year wedding anniversary is coming up this.
You got to go
March.
big.
All right.
You got to go
All right.
big. I say double anal.
Oh come on!
Oh
Why
my
would you say?
goodness.
why
I don't know.
She's
It's
gonna
the
have to
only
cut
thing that
that
came
out.
out of
Why
my
would you
head.
say that? I don't even.
I don't even know what that is.
Also, I don't know what the double part is.
I don't either.
I do. I've seen Requiem for a Dream.
Oh!
Have you guys not seen it?
Write that down. Write that down. For
Hold on.
I think that we just planned the best Valentine's night of your life. Sir.
Let me, little known fact, that is like a huge thing for Valentine's Day is the butt. Just saying.
Oh, man. Wow.
I
Deborah,
almost
you
killed
blew
him.
Diet Coke into my nose.
I almost killed
I
you.
didn't know that. I didn't know I was on brand.
Yes. People come
Really?
into the stores, and let me tell you,
Special occasion.
Yeah.
the booty products, they tend to.
So
have
Valentine's
the
Day
shelves.
is, we'll be
Oh.
careful. We'll say it
Just
just like this. We'll say
booty.
Valentine's Day is booty time.
Booty time.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh.
I thought I was making a joke. And Deborah's like, actually, sir, correction, you are accurate.
I'm like
And-
the woman
yeah.
out at Publix
Yeah.
correcting
Yeah, you're
me.
correct. Everywhere I go, I got a woman correcting me.
Yeah, that.
It's actually people like the butt on Valentine's Day, dearie.
Let's move on. So what, Deborah? I noticed you have a bunch of items here.
Do like I'm surprised when I walk through the stores lately. It's like, what, we got this whole like new line of lingerie, and we have some really amazing new hosiery that's specific to Valentine's Day. Memoir.
Oh, I'd love to hear you say
Very. Do I need to say?
that. Wait, you had a
memoir?
mema.
Not a memoir. A
memoir?
Tom's at a meme
That's an Asian restaurant.
Maybach. Yeah. That's my wife and daughter's favorite restaurant.
It not only are these really cool looking, but they're so giftable because they come in a beautiful package. They're high quality hosiery. They're under $30, and they are sized. So there's 2 different sizes, and just like really spectacular. I was quite surprised, and there are more styles. I just brought 2 that are thigh highs, but they have some full hosiery, and they all have hearts or something special about them, white and black, or black and red, that just make them super
These
for
are
the
like,
holiday.
Are these also like the way that they look? Are they like ultra fancy?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
You know,
they,
like,
they
they
look
look-
like good quality French.
Well,
You
yeah.
know,
and the packaging is
apparel.
like sort of like Apple Store.
Chic.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got like the raised lettering, and that's another thing too, that sometimes just on appearances, if you're buying something for your wife or my wife, who, and we've talked about this before on the show, who is a little reserved, a little nerdy, a little more academic, and a little less, free in the bedroom, the quality of the products is definitely going to matter. You can't
Yeah.
just hand her something that looks basic.
Yeah.
You have to hand her something that looks high quality, top tier, and
This
most
looks
of your
like
products
you really put so much thought
Yeah.
into it, and they look like they cost more than they do.
Right.
And it is good quality. So we're glad to bring in some new things to the stores.
Again, why you always say, Tom, we've talked about this, about the people that have sent us emails about buying some of this stuff on Amazon. You can get some pretty poor stuff.
Yeah.
So you want it to be
yeah.
vetted, and you want it to be, quality.
Yeah. You get the Baba hosiery.
Yeah, you don't- yeah.
Doesn't work.
Alibaba hosiery,
Alibaba.
not.
Let me
yeah,
ask you
not
something
good.
about hosiery, because I may know more about astrophysics than I do about hosiery. Because I have no idea about anything hosiery. Can you wear
It's a $1 billion industry, man.
hose more than once?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you wash them?
Yes, like hand wash them, put them in a lingerie bag, and throw them into a delicate cycle.
Aren't
They're
you
fine.
glad-
Just hang them up. Don't put them in the
Okay, I thought-
dryer.
Aren't you glad we're not fancy boys or women? Because, like, I mean, having to remember to wash my hose every night, putting them in a lingerie bag. Like, I'm not built for any of that.
I thought they were like contacts, like they're disposable.
One and done?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
you
one
know,
a day hosiery.
There are sometimes we do have products like that are more of a one and done.
Yeah.
You know, the
In some of the movies, they get
but-
ripped off a lot. You're gonna
Yeah.
be wearing those again.
Huh.
Well,
Well-
we talk about that a lot with the, with the body stockings. You could rip it off if you wanted to, and not, and one and done.
So, and then because it makes sense, like when you put the hose on, it stretch out, and then when you take
But
it
it
off,
goes back. It doesn't
it
just stay
goes
out.
back.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it goes back.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got some elasticity to
Ah,
it.
Yeah.
The thing that's
okay.
off-putting to me
Thought it
with
was like a
hosiery,
netting.
the thing that I don't like about hosiery is I don't like the little patch in the crotch, the little.
Oh, the darker.
No,
yeah,
it's usually lighter. They sew in like a little white, like a baby diaper or something. And then
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little.
yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah,
No,
well,
not all.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Some of them they just cut it out. Some of
Yes.
them they're like, let's cut it out. Let's reinforce the center of it. And it's go time. We have made a glory hole.
Well, listen, there's something to be said for the crotchless hosiery. Because,
Crotchless hose is a
because
glory
then
hole.
it's easier to use the ladies' room without
True.
shedding everything you got
I
on.
didn't think about that. Hey, what? Oh, and then am I
La,
allowed
la, la, la,
to? It's not fair when you do it. It's not fair when you do it. All right, so am I allowed to walk around with my zipper down?
No, come on. That's under. Okay, what's the next thing?
You all right, buddy?
We're doing a lot of keep moving on here.
Go!
It's
It's on brand.
Go.
It's on
Let's
brand.
go. Faster. Faster.
Next. Since we are speaking of lingerie, hosiery, I did bring you a body stocking because
Yes.
we talk about this
I
every
love
time.
body stockings.
This one, these are very specific to Valentine's Day because they got little hearts on them. This is a red body stocking by Dream Girl. It has the actual, the hose are attached to the stocking.
Okay, it's like it's all
it's
together.
one piece, super cool. Again, $30.
Holy moly.
You can reuse it unless you get a little excited, want to rip it off. But it's halter style, which is much more flattering to a lot of different body styles.
Yeah, well, I happen to like my wife's shoulders a lot. That's one of the features I like the most. And she likes this style, you know,
Yeah.
because it accentuates her shoulders. And yeah, I like me a body stocking.
And I think body stockings are much more forgiving if you're worried about sizing. So,
Sure.
usually they have just 2 sizes. It's super
All
easy.
fish look good in a net. That's what I say.
Oh,
Just
look
made
at
that
you.
up. Just
That's
made
good.
that up.
That's good. And here are a couple more from Dream Girl that have hearts. Pink is really in this year. Lots of pink, dark pinks, light pinks, and of course the traditional
Man,
red.
Dream Girl's got these models are curvy and
Yeah, I'm so pleased with the
Right?
models and the styling that we see now. They're much more realistic. There's not all this touch up.
Right.
So you
There's-
can kind of really see how it's
these
gonna
look like real human beings.
Yeah, yeah. So we have box styles, which is what I brought there, but we also have, maybe if I can get to it, hanging styles. Tons of hanging styles.
Wow, that is.
Yeah, this is by Shirley of Hollywood. Again, it's super red
Well,
and
that's all
black.
strings in the back.
Yeah.
Oops, all strings.
Yeah.
Oops, all
So-
strings. Wow, my voice cracked like a little boy.
Woo.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, lingerie.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that. What do you think of that, buddy? You seem a bit speechless and.
Well, I'm
Teddy.
trying to compute it all
Yeah,
here.
okay,
because,
all right. What
because-
are you taking in? What are you seeing?
Okay, what am I?
Give me
okay,
your
all right,
observation.
this is what I see because I'm like this. This all insinuates that there are women out there that pre-plan and like or get excited and then want to
Make love.
Well, yeah, not only that, but I have found, and like I said, I've
In
been,
your travels.
in my travels with my wife, 25 years now,
Yeah.
it blew my socks off.
It's a business at this point.
That there are certain
Like Bill and Hillary.
there are moments in time that I have to take advantage of, and those moments in time are fleeting, right? Like, and then it could crumble at any time, right?
Okay.
And so I
Like
found
Indiana Jones running out of a cave.
throughout my travels that every once and I'll notice, and as time goes by, I've noticed these moments in time, and that's when I have to pounce. And
Well, don't say pounce.
Well, I'm just saying there's
a little aggressive.
and if I miss it, then it's gone, not for good, but who knows how
For a
long?
while,
For
yeah.
a while.
Like Haley's Comet.
Exactly.
You got to be standing there.
Yeah,
you got to be
yeah.
standing. Oh, did you
Yeah,
miss
yeah,
the
yeah.
launch?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
The Atlas 2's gone.
Get
You
your
missed it.
Nikes on, it's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Was that a Hail Bob reference to Haley's Comet? I like
Wow.
that. I like that.
And so some of these things, it makes me confused because this insinuates that there's more than just the small window that I'm used to. For other people, that they're like, hey, we've got more than enough time to prepare.
You're making it too weird. Deborah, tell me if this is right or not. It's as simple as, even if you're just me and you don't have a lot of time, you go out to a nice dinner. When you come back, you've taken a little time to lay this out where she is going to bed and you've already showered and you
his
smell
kids
good
are
and
in
you
their
look
bed,
good.
so that's going to be awkward.
Okay, yeah, this isn't going to work. Never mind.
that
It's
is-
not going to work.
they
It's not
come
going to
I
work.
think you
in
just
the
rent a
morning.
hotel
It's
room
It's
for
not
a
gonna
couple
work.
hours.
It's like stop
There's
it.
absolutely zero foreplay in the Van household, correct?
Like, stop, you're kicking off mommy's crotchless panties.
It's always just like sporadic randomness and.
Well, like I said, I feel like I have to take because
Well, what I was
do
going to say, you
there's
just
no
lay it
build
out.
up.
She sees it, she puts it on. Like,
no, she's gonna. I know what you want. That's why you put it on the bed.
No,
Yeah, well,
no,
no,
you've already set the tone.
That,
to
oh my
dinner.
God! I thought I heard Crystal came. But
I don't think you've heard that.
and I'll admit that I believe this is my fault. At least this is
You
what
make everything your fault.
This is what I've been told is that she'd be more like if I was more romantic and maybe like you said the dinner, the go like the
you don't
the
like dinner.
niceties.
You don't like music. You
Well,
don't
I'm
like
saying,
anything.
all this would probably build up to a point
Right.
where the windows wider, but
Yeah, for the windows to the walls.
I've made the
That's what you
window
want, right?
It's I've made the window so narrow that I was
Yeah.
like kicking a field goal through. Like I only have.
Well, you want them narrow,
It's
trust
like
me.
go the play clock. Get out there. Anyway, sorry. Next.
You didn't get out of bounds? Oh.
This isn't. I mean, sometimes you do have to do some planning. You know,
Yeah,
got to
I'm
think
mad at
outside
that.
the box.
No,
Oh,
You gotta-
man.
Deborah is so nice to you, man.
I know.
I know.
She's
right?
like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
Trying to help you.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
you just got to do some
Trying.
planning. You're not that bad. Come here, champ.
I'm gonna put my finger over this part. But we do have some fun apparel for guys too. Male Power makes some really fun boxers, little briefs.
You like crazy underpants. Get yourself some male power.
And you know what? I mean, I know that
Why is your
they're
finger up? Can I
fun
see that?
because it's a little sheer. Here
Oh,
you go.
All right.
Peekaboo, weedy pouch.
Yes. But you know what? I think that's so fun.
It's got a peekaboo weedy pouch. How
It
much are
does.
these? I'm swinging through. I gotta grab some of these.
and you know what?
Look at that.
I see.
I mean,
Oh, I see. I see.
how much of the lingerie for the female form is peekaboo? Let's just do
And
a
all
little
of it
something.
is.
All
and
of
I
it.
love all of it. There's nothing
What?
I like better. Okay, I'm just going to say it. This is the reason I think people tune into our shows. We
wanna
share,
see
we
Sam?
overshare a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
going to overshare. I like it when
Get
girls
things from
have
my
on
husband.
sheer panties and they
Oh,
sit
yeah, it's
down.
completely sheer,
And you
all
can
right.
kind of see stuff, but you
Little
can't
something.
really see stuff. Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Sam's looking at you.
Yeah, well, she's a
Making
grown-ass
mental
woman.
notes. Making mental notes.
Yeah, see, old shades would look pretty good in a pair of those.
These are like basically, besides the sheerness, this is like what he wears anyway.
And the sheer ones for you.
These tiny little booty shorts.
I love it.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, we do have a little bit of apparel for for all bodies. And one of the reasons people come to our stores are for our greeting cards. Don't forget, we have a huge selection. I brought tame ones. Some tame greeting cards for Valentine's Day, but we have some a little more wild too. So those are sweet.
Your wife would laugh and think it was cool if you got her one of these, and if you made the card the icebreaker, and then on the side you wrote something really heartfelt.
Yeah.
Guaranteed it would work. This one's simple. It says card, check. Chocolates, check. Flowers, check. Dinner, check. And then it has a little arrow, and then when you open it up, it says check. It says sex, and then it is not checked, and it says, "Can I check your box and be your Valentine?"
Hey.
You just write something funny in there, man. This one says, I just want you to be happy and," this is the one I like, "naked. Happy Valentine's Day." It's cute.
Do you think
cute.
if you traveled back to the 90s and you told someone, all right, which do you think will last longer? Blockbuster Video or the greeting card industry? Do you think people would say like, well, Blockbuster Video for sure, because I'm sure as technology
I
progresses,
was pretty all in on e-cards. I was all in on e-cards
but
when
it-
they came out. I was
Yeah.
like, this is going to take...
it didn't take over.
I
greeting
was
cards
so into e-cards.
still remain a thing, and
Absolutely.
I don't think you understand. I was so into Hallmark e-cards that I subscribed monthly to Hallmark e-cards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You were in.
Yeah,
It's
I got
not
all
the
the
same,
specialty
though.
ones, and I would just send them an email, and then people would tell me, yeah, I went to spam, or I didn't get it, or what, and I was like, well, this is dumb. I'm an idiot.
But
I'm an idiot.
It's not the same. A digital greeting card.
It's not the same.
It just doesn't
No.
have the same impact.
Doesn't
and,
hit the same.
And that's why I like to read books too. There's like
Yeah.
physical books.
Yeah.
Like there's just something about
They
it.
both have
I
their
love it.
place. You know, I can
Yeah.
almost read like what do you periodicals or magazines on like
Yeah.
an iPad, but that's about it. I can't do books.
Yeah.
But there's something about, like, you could send someone a digital card with digital money inside in their email, and it's not the same. It doesn't give the gift giver the same satisfaction
Right.
as handing
Yeah.
someone envelope with a greeting card and money inside.
Yeah.
And that is weird that it didn't like de-evolve out of that, and
Right.
like that's still a thing. And I feel like that industry will be a thing for the next 50, 100. I mean, when will it?
Who
That's
knows?
the psychology of that.
Yeah.
You know,
and
maybe
I think there's something incredibly personal about writing, seeing their handwriting, seeing that little note, those
It's an energy
words.
exchange,
It's
right?
Absolutely. So I'm glad it hasn't gone away, because we just brought in all new greeting cards, just reworked all of our stores selections. So you got to come and check it out. I think it's much better than
in
it
your
has been.
business though too. I mean, you almost have the most personal, or one of the most personal businesses. So I would
Yeah.
imagine that greeting cards would be very important to you guys because of that fact. I
Well,
mean,
there's no
how do you present this with no note? Like this is an important.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could,
Well,
but
I think obviously we have a niche that not everyone can follow. Like Target can't have
Right.
some of the cards that we carry, which
Correct.
are a little more raunchy, a little more fun, a little more risque.
that's why you got to go
So
check them out.
That's why we're there. But yeah, so we have that. Also, I brought a really cool candle last time from this company, High on Love. We now have like all of their products in stock. And one of my favorites and the most giftable one is their dark chocolate body paint. So it's in this beautiful glass
Oh
heart.
my God, is that blackface? If
Really?
I paint my entire wife in that, just don't take photos. You can do it.
Yeah.
Just don't take the photo.
yeah.
Because I love dark chocolate, but just or stay for the neck down.
I think that was the idea, is from the neck
I'm
down.
sorry,
for you.
Deborah. I'm like, yeah, but let me show you. You can't put that all. You got to be careful with this one. You just don't want any
This
photos.
is super high quality. Again, hemp-based
It's
products.
like opening a bottle of Dom Perignon or something. It's so fancy.
It's
Is it?
$36, I think,
Comes
but
with
it
a
is
gold
magnificent.
paintbrush.
Yeah.
Is it dark chocolate in there?
Yes,
Or like
real dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate body paint. Oh, chocolate noir. Wow, this is awesome, man. Check that out, dude.
now what
Like a
if
fancy bottle you'd get at like a very high-end like liquor store or something.
Exactly.
It's
Oh,
like
really?
looks like a cognac or something that you would
Yeah.
buy.
Well, and that's why I love this company. Everything they do is giftable, and it's amazing quality. I also brought their sensual massage oil.
Have you ever dabbled with the edibles or the painting? Deborah gave me some.
again that would require some sort of preparation and planning instead of the window that I'm talking about.
You used to carry something that we used to. It might still be a thing. It was like a dust.
Oh yeah, honey dust
Honey
and
dust.
all that.
Yeah. They used to carry that. I tell you, man, these things to change your life.
And we still have that. The one thing that I tell the story is like that's a lot of people's first foray into toys or adult retail stores is they buy body paints, and the neon body paints and all these things. I always tell people, don't put it on your face.
Yeah.
Because it might not wash off completely in the first go.
Yeah. Be careful with stuff like that. Yeah.
You gotta
But-
work.
It should
Hey,
be.
Blue Man Group, get in here.
The quality has changed over the years, so I'm happy to say that doesn't seem to be an issue. But just remember,
Yeah,
those
it's come a
little
long
things,
way. It's
those
come a
little
long
things.
way.
But I also, from High on Love, they have different bath body oils. They now have a CBD infused, because remember, they're hemp-based products,
Yes.
not necessarily CBD, but they now have a CBD infused massage oil, and you just kind of push down to open up. You got to smell it. It's the aroma is sugar. and it is divine. You walk in the bedroom with that. Not only is it going to be a relaxing massage for you and your partner, but it smells
Oh my God.
incredible. Put a little on you if you
That's
like.
I will do a dab.
Little dab will do you.
Dude, massage your wife with this, you will get anything you want.
That's it.
The
It
chat
is super
believes
luxurious.
that Tom's window could be bigger if he was more thoughtful.
Yeah, that's what Crystal tells me.
The smell of
So
that.
the answer's
the
right in
smell
front of
that
you.
is really
Well,
nice.
that's
almost like
usually-
a really high-end fragrance.
Yes.
But it's very, very light. That's nice.
These people are definitely have roots into not just the adult industry, but also
It's like
health and
high-end
beauty. The beauty,
cosmetics, yeah.
absolutely, the beauty industry. This is the gift box. That's what it comes
This
in.
is what it comes in.
Yeah,
nice.
and so it's high quality CBD plus the actual product itself. It's
This
just
is like something you'd get at
great.
Ulta.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, how
Right.
much is that? $200?
Yep.
This is not $200.
no.
Everybody who's bad at life, Sam,
Mm-hmm.
the answer is right in front of them. It was like, do this, you idiot, and they
Yep.
can't do it. That's the problem.
Yep.
It's right there.
Can't be done.
It's like, quit doing what you're doing. Do this, and they just can't.
What is that?
I haven't even played with this yet. I just grabbed it because I
Whoa.
wanted to see it. So it looks like one of those little lipstick massagers, and it is, but it's made by Lovense. And Lovense is the company that got really popular with the camming community because of their remote connectivity. So it's app enabled. So now you can get a lipstick massager that not only just works as independently, but it also can. Oh, it's working.
Were
It
they the
can work from
ones-
an app. You can control it from an app.
Were they the ones that made the pink tails?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they don't. Well, they do. It was like an egg with
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man, they-
Which app group do I put that in? Do I
Yeah.
put that with the weather?
Yeah. I put this with, I put it with my social media.
Oh, okay. All right,
Their
thank you.
tagline is "Sex Tech
Oh,
for
wow.
Everyone," and so you're really looking about $100. But their technology, I just have to say, is really one of the best in the
Awesome.
industry.
It also doesn't look like a massager. It looks
No,
exactly like lipstick.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I like when it's hidden, like the
Guys don't
Barbasol
have that
can.
though. Like I'm
that's-
not
you
walking
put-
around the streets of Orlando with like a pocket pea in my pocket. You know, like
Yeah,
I think
well,
girls got it better. Like you guys can
Yeah.
like put stuff in your purse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
because
know,
it's-
I'm a
what-
pervert if I have a fleshlight in my backpack, but you
Are
guys
too
are
big. Yeah. Well, like, we have to, like,
Yeah.
our toys
If
are
I
too
have an
big.
auto blow in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Toomey as we're going to record at Take America, and then you're like, "What's that in your bag, Dad?" And I'm like, "That's my auto blow." Like if a girl, it's just like, "Oh, it looks like a lipstick."
Yeah. So speaking of auto blows and all of those things, I did bring something. The rose. It's been such a the I brought one in, the Rosa sucking rose for
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Well, it's really marketed to more of the female crowd. Well, they came out with what is called a male rose. So people with
This is the Pete Rose.
it is the
Got a
Pete
bowl
Rose.
haircut and it bets on baseball.
Yeah. And I gotta say that
Oh,
wow,
yes,
what is that?
Yes.
Holy
yes,
smokes.
Yes. Yes.
it
yes.
rotates, it vibrates.
That's Christmas
Wow.
right
Yeah.
there, buddy. That is the
That's
New
a-
Year. That is everything.
And it kind of is. It's kind of cute. There, it's got like it looks like a little mouth on the end.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
Wowie wooey!
Hold
My
on,
God.
I'm curious.
I'm gonna use this as a tank today.
So it is a let's just say an oral simulator. How about that?
All right,
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know if that's doing the same thing I'm used to.
But it does look fun, like,
That looks like
it looks like a good time.
Yeah.
360. Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Hold
I
that
got
button.
It.
Yeah.
Got
I got
it.
it. I got it.
There you go. Oh
Look,
yeah.
Can you hear it yelling at you?
Where were you? that is, I don't know if anything, like,
Oh,
Little lube and you're
it
good to
can
go.
go super fast.
that's,
Oh, you can go different directions.
okay. I'm more of a counterclockwise.
Really? I'm a clockwise man
Oh,
myself.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which way do you dress? That is.
So-
how much is that guy? That's
You know what? I have to
amazing.
look because I can't remember.
Oh, that is amazing. That is
It
fantastic.
apparently is free since I took the wrap
That
off. I don't
is
know.
fantastic.
It's worth the money for
Yeah,
a
whatever it
lot
is.
of-
Priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless.
They took the outer wrap, which had the price
Oh,
on
it's
it.
all
so,
good.
But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just got this
It's
clear
brand new.
one in.
It's brand new.
Yeah, absolutely brand new. Tons of them on the shelf. I think that it's going to be a huge hit at Valentine's Day. So
I mean,
check it out.
That's also something, and this is a thing where the lady will use that as a form of foreplay, and
If you leave that here, Deborah, it'll sit here, and then me and Daniel will every single day
hate each other. Secretly hate each other.
But
Like,
we'll
who's gonna take it?
yeah, because we know if one of us notices the other person took it, we're gonna start making fun of them.
But we'll also be jealous.
We'll be jealous, but that's why we lash out by exposing
It'll be
them
a
on the show.
resentment battle where I'm mad that you took it, so that I
embarrass
insinuate that
me.
you're a bad person for doing that. But in my mind, I'm thinking, no.
He was.
I wanted
me the whole time.
it.
Should have been me the whole time.
Yep, there you go. And don't forget, too, for little add-ons, you get a piece of lingerie, you get a toy. We have the X-rated, I don't think there's anything I can't show. The X-rated Valentine hearts. They're the conversation
the little
hearts.
candies?
Yeah, but these have a little more,
it's
a nice
butt.
Did they say butt?
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I won't repeat
Is my wife in the
anything that's
chat
on
room? Have
She
you seen-
was,
She
yeah.
was in there? Okay, I'm going to say something that was going to save it for the Friday Free Show, but I might as well bring it up while you're here. Okay. You know I bought my daughter a 3D printer. I used the 3D printer to print a pair of sex dice.
Oh, right. That's pretty great.
And my wife and I used, and she played along, and she used the dice, and she rolled on, spicier one, and we did it.
Yay!
Yeah, we did it.
With the dice?
We did it with the dice, and I made the dice
love
myself.
dice.
And then she made me burn them. She made me burn
Melt
them.
'em.
I had to melt them and throw them in a trash can.
Well, we have tons of dice.
Melt each side so you can't read it.
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't written. It was positions. It was like little stick figures. Like it was like the handicapped guy in a
awesome.
wheelchair, but it was like different positions, like doggy, and then like do this and sit on that. And,
That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
well,
but-
if you can't afford or you don't have a 3D printer, we have tons of dice
yeah,
and
make
games.
it easy on yourself. It took me
the
9 hours to
checks,
print those.
the little checks that you can use. But don't forget we have the candies. We still have the little dog bones, but with hearts added into it. Yes,
I
the
got an
heart
upgrade.
on.
Your boys love these. It's their favorite candy.
Cute little heart whips and crops, and this is like a little mini one. It's so cute, and it's by Rouge, which is a wonderful little fetish company.
You ever, do
No, never did.
All right,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
neither.
Okay.
I might dabble in that this year.
And I know I've showed these probably before, but we have tons of heart-shaped little booty plugs, and
Booty
this one happens
plugs.
to be
No.
glass, so you can do some temperature play. So
You get it in the microwave, put that thing in there for 4 minutes. Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
let's refrain.
Don't do that.
Every time I see,
There's got to be people that do that, right? There's got to be people that are like,
yeah.
As much as we tell them
see how I
no.
can do it.
Every time I see one of those, like because I can't see very well and I have my glasses off, I'm like, what is that?
What is that?
And
A bookmark?
if you're not in a relationship currently, don't forget that we have lots of things. Come treat yourself. I've got a freshly single candle.
There you go. Yeah.
But lots and lots
If
of
I
stuff.
were single, I'd buy that candle and I'd buy that little sleevey thing that we had, the mouth thing. And I'd say like, peace. I'd be like, I'm going to order Outback to go and we're going to roll. Let's do it.
Yeah. And we have new toys all the time. I haven't really brought a lot in lately, but if you want to get something a little more advanced or just again treat yourself, lots of great colors, lots of good styles. The companies that we love, New Sensual, they've just come out with a new line, warming toys, really affordable.
Warming toys.
Yeah.
That's a new thing.
Oh, lots of products coming out now.
Is that the trend now? Is warming
yeah.
toys?
Yeah. Definitely warming toys. This is just a dual stimulator.
Every morning I
super
get out, I go to the
soft.
bathroom, and I put my back against the toilet seat, and it hurts. It's so cold.
I just started the warming process on that product, but it's nice. I mean, this is under $75 for this rechargeable dual stem all silicone product by New Sensual, and it's warranted.
Things heats up faster in my crock pot.
So
that.
you could do that with a garment and make an amazing gift presentation, and you're under $100 or right at it. So
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
You could even if you're going 150, throwing a body stocking and
some lube, and you're good.
Yeah, and then you're still under 150 by a lot. You're at like 127.
Yeah. And don't forget, too, that, we have new location now, too, in Sanford. And what's really great about that boutique store is they have some a little bit different variety in their selection. So, definitely visit all of our locations. And we're about to start a grand opening. I'm so excited. So we'll be sharing that stuff with you so you can share it with everyone.
Perfect.
Let us know, please.
Yeah, that's off Reinhardt Road in Sanford.
Yeah.
And, of course, the OBT Fairvilla Megastore.
The big boy.
The location in Secrets Hideaway in Kissimmee, over on the coast, location International Drive, Key West.
Yeah.
Just go to fairvilla.com.
Everything
that
is
will
there.
do it.
And don't forget to sign up. I saw something come through on my email or maybe on YouTube about something you guys are doing.
A
new class, yes.
Yeah, we've got a new educator, and she's awesome, and we're so happy to have add some other folks to the team and some new classes. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, check the website for
Yeah.
classes, for videos, whatever they're doing. They'll be sure to let you know. Deborah, always a pleasure seeing you. Thanks
to
for
see you
coming in
guys.
today.
Thank
That
you.
was super fun.
Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
Awesome.
Perfect. We'll
That
put
was
that Tuesdays 3.
super funny. This stuff smells great.
Doesn't it really smell good?
Yeah, that is really nice.
Was
I'll
not
give you
lying.
The high dollar.
Dan
high-end
reads online too.
Okay.
things first. It's also a glass bottle, which is nice.
Oh yeah, like this company for real, they are way ahead of the game. Oh, and from that company, I had a bunch of samples that we're using for some other things. So each one of you get a High on Love hand cream.
All right.
Give that to a listener of ours.
Yep.
I like giving stuff. Well, thank you.
Yeah, there's
That's
3
very
of them
nice
in
you.
there.
Appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, you did bring it. That swirly twirly is pretty
Is
awesome.
that not
though.
hilarious? I
That's-
just when that first came on, I'm like, what? Like a male rose? We need a male rose?
Like a junior auto blow.
Apparently we do. Well, and someone came out with something like this, and it lit fire on TikTok or one of the social media channels, and then it's like, okay. So.
Yeah, those will once those get going. It's,
Yeah.
Let's set these right here for you.
But it's fun. It's a fun. It's not truly unlike other products that we carry, but it's the name now, and it's slightly different shape, and then there we go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where's this go, Sam?
Tuesday 3.
Tuesday 3. Thank you. Thanks again for coming in.
Of course. Yeah, we're going to do our ribbon cutting for the Sanford store on the 7th.
Okay.
And then that following weekend will be considered grand opening, so we'll run specials all weekend. So I'm going to write that all up and shoot it over
Perfect.
to you
Yeah,
guys.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you have any connections over in Sanford that you think that we should be aware of, as we're working into that, that'd be great.
Absolutely. I should talk to you about too. We're doing a bunch of events in Sanford. Eric, our merch guy, is going to be out at all of the food truck fests and stuff. Maybe we could work something out where Eric's giving away some from Fairvilla promotional item at the Tom and Dan tent, kind of like highlighting Sanford store,
Yeah,
and like
I'd be
the
happy to
location.
give you a ton of easy flyers with bounce backs.
Yeah.
Oh,
discounts
nice.
for your team.
Takeaways would be great. It makes us look better
Plus,
too
we'll
when we
give
have
you
a
some gifties,
bunch of
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
I'll email you about that.
Okay.
So shoot us over the information, and then we'll start heavily promoting that in all the commercial ads and stuff.
Yep.
And we got some new things that we've been messing around with that I'll tell you about, like social media videos and things that our video editor's been doing for us. So we'll talk.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we have some really funny stuff with Deborah.
Yeah, just highlighting some of the.
Yeah, we have actual footage though from in the
Yeah,
studio, which is even better. Like we have us with hats and all those funny. Yeah, I forgot. I should have sent you all that. You were showcasing like our end of the year awards. Like they took all of us acting dumb, and a lot of the stuff when we're acting really dumb is when we have on like the hats. Did you see Carrot Top bought the fucking hat that I love? The heavy ass hat. And then Carrot Top bought the hat, and then I commented to him. I'm like, oh my god, that's that Fairvilla hat. And then a bunch of people, our listeners, were like, oh, those hats are great. He was going off about how much.
He's in there all the time.
You should get him to just put you in the thing. Like he should just link it.
Yeah, I should talk to him.
He was dancing in it, and you could go back. It's like a couple weeks ago. He's like dancing around. It was the same one I had, though, that big, thick black one with all the stones on it that weighed like 7 pounds or something.
I'll have to reach out to him because I seems like I never see him anymore because I'm not around.
Well, he's also in and out, in and out. He'll be here for like 3 days. Fly back to Vegas.
Yep, exactly. But always been super great to us, and I know all of our team members just love it when he comes in, and they help out.
Yeah, he's nice, man.
Oh, don't forget the.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't want to lose any. Did we get everything here? Oh yeah,
I think
hold
so.
on.
Oh,
Right
no,
here.
right there. Yeah, I'm getting there. I just realized that
you're fine.
I dumped some stuff out here.
We want to try and put it away nicely.
Yeah, it's all good. We're gonna be doing some photo shoots with product ourselves to try to create some fun
Nice.
social media. We have to be so careful, and we can't always get good quality imagery from manufacturers, so we have to kind of take it upon ourselves to shoot some things that we need.
Yeah. We were having to do that with all of our T-shirts and all the stuff we sell. So Eric, our merch guy, used to take photos of everything and try to put it on the website. And oh, watch your bag there. I don't want that to rip.
Oh, I'm ripped. Okay, hang on.
We might have do we have an extra bag? Like a
Yeah,
Tom
yeah,
and
yeah.
Dan? Yeah, I just don't want that to break on her as she's walking out of here. That would be... That would
be mayhem
literally
in the
defeat the
street.
purpose of what you just did, which was to pack everything up. Yeah. What line is Dan on? Two. He's not on there. Must have dropped off. Hey Sam, he wasn't on there. He must have dropped off. Maybe he thought we.
I told him we were wrapping up a segment.
See you, Deborah.
I don't have his number. Do you guys?
I think. I don't believe I do.
Let me see. I think I just have his email.
I can email him back, but now we're cutting it close with Pervert Pete.
He paid his invoice, so he's thinking about us.
What time do we do Pervert Pete? 11:30. Okay. Well, this will just be a 15-minute segment.
We could start. Hopefully, he calls back.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to do voicemails.
Yeah, let's just start with some voicemails,
got
and
that
then
ready to
I'm
go.
sure he'll call back, or we can get him to call back.
Cool. All right, here we go. Voicemails. And I'll bring us back in 3, 2. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Would you guys like to dig into the wacky and wild world of voicemails?
Yes. Welcome to a corporate time. Sorry.
Did I say?
Yeah, that's
I thought we were coming back.
No. It's
Anything to make me look stupid.
Well, we're all over the place. Like, it's my fault for. I'm like, dude, this second segment, third segment, two. Well, first,
It's fine.
two.
It's all the same. But either way, let's dig into voicemails.
Yeah.
If you want to leave us one, you can. Couple of ways to do that. 1-844-TOMNDAN, or that's the number, the main line number you can call. You can leave a voicemail that way, or get our app. It's totally free. All of our content's on there, and there's a little button that says mediocre messages. If you tap that and hold it down while you're talking, it will email us a little message just like this one.
Hey guys, I'm listening to your January 9th show where you talked about the Houston Texans and that they should have tanked for the number 1 overall pick. But let's take a step back and actually put a true value to the number 1 overall pick. If you look at the last 10 years, the number 1 overall pick has basically proven to be a big fat dum-dum. And my personal favorite, just looking at the last 10 years, my personal favorite number 1 overall pick is Mr. Crab Leg stealing, effort right in the P shouting, Jameis Winston. Okay, he's done nothing. In fact, the team that he got drafted to got rid of him and replaced him with old man Brady to win a Super Bowl, right? And then 2 years later, right, you have, I think it was Baker Mayfield was number 1 overall pick. Went to the, finally established Browns, and now is a backup quarterback. I mean, can you imagine being a number 1 pick, and then in less than 3 years, you're now a backup quarterback? And then the very next year, you have big dodo Jared Goff. who had a decent season with the Rams and now is playing for the Detroit Lions. In fact, I mean, in the last 10 years of number one overall picks, Joe Burrow is the only one who's actually done anything. I mean, albeit he made it to a Super Bowl and lost, Joe Burrow. So you have a 10% success rate in the last 10 years of number one overall picks. I think teams are putting way too much value. Why tank an entire season for a number one pick who could end up being a backup quarterback 2 to 3 years later after you draft him and spend so much money on him? It just doesn't make sense. So I think teams need to be more strategic about how they actually draft and not put so much value on number one. Thanks,
What do you
guys.
think
Love
about
you.
that? What do you think about that?
He does have a point. It's kind of a crapshoot. The problem is there's a lot of analysis by a lot of people going into who they believe is the best person coming out of college. So you have to put some weight into that analysis. Like, they're not just saying, "Oh, this guy's a number one pick." Like, there's a lot of people that are putting their opinions together to form who,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of intelligence and experience and knowledge of football and the way they move and their size. You know what I'm saying?
I've never thought the number one pick, though, just as like a layman football guy, I've never thought the number one pick guaranteed you anything. I just thought you were always going in it with, like, it's like a marriage, right? You go into it with the good intentions. You go into it hoping that it's going to last. You go into it thinking that the best, you want him to play at the same level he was playing in college. That may happen or it may not happen. Nothing's guaranteed, and that guy's still human.
Yeah, and you're also, it goes back to, you have the number one pick, but then you have the pick after the 32nd team picks,
Correct.
too. So it's like you're getting high draft order
you're still
picks.
getting more quality, but I agree with what he's saying, though. And somebody in the chat room said that less than 1% of all number one picks work out. I don't know if that's globally in sports. I would like to know globally in sports, not just football, because I think football, you can't measure sport or the best at a sport or number one of anything with just by using one sport. Right?
Yeah. And
I mean, you'd have to pick, like, is the number one, because, like, if you look at soccer, it's a lot more substantial. Your Ronaldos and your Messis are the best, and they are the best. There is no debating. There is no number one pick didn't make it.
And you can make the argument that Jared Goff is killing it for the Lions right now.
Yeah,
and probably,
I'd say he did pretty damn good.
They're probably going to sign him to a contract. Also, Trevor Lawrence made it to the playoffs.
Just because you can still be number one pick, but have a poor situation.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Trevor Lawrence had when he had Urban Meyer.
Oh my God, that poor kid was fed to the wolves, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a guest on the line. We're going to jump to that now.
So from Cafe Da Vinci, we have Dan Reed on the line. How you doing, Dan?
Wow. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, man, sorry to pick you up really rapid fire. We don't get to do that very often where we just have somebody slide in on a call. I love it.
Well, Cafe Da Vinci has great acts that come through.
It's beautiful. It is the most – I've been dying to tell you this. I need to take my wife there and just stand under the trees with the lights and just outside. It is the most beautiful, romantic courtyard stage area that I think it's the most beautiful outdoor venue I've ever seen, man.
Well, thanks. Appreciate that.
So, Dan, tell us about what's going on in January and coming up at Cafe Da Vinci.
Man, January has been a great month so far. It's been off to a good year. Happy New Year to you guys, by the way.
Yeah,
Happy
you
New
too.
Year, man.
We've been cruising right along, man. With not much in the way of ticketed shows this month. We have Arctical Sound on January 26th. That's $18 in advance. You can get that on Eventbrite.
Okay.
Beyond that, our free music weekends are every weekend.
Yes.
This weekend coming up, Firewater Tent Revival, one of my favorite.
They're
Bunch of
great.
guys from Jacksonville.
Yeah,
those guys are
Sam
awesome.
turned me on to those guys. They're really good.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a big band now. I remember when they first started playing here, it was literally 4 dudes. And now they're like a full-on band. It's awesome to watch them grow. I think those guys they got potential to go somewhere, and that's great. Saturday's a band called Shine and the Shakers, another local group, really great. And, every weekend we've got something. True Phonic the following weekend,
They're
Joint
great,
Operation.
man.
Yep, Robert Steele Band, then
True
Phonic is awesome.
They're so fun, man. We got the pleasure of actually getting to sit and watch them, they're so good, man. They can play pretty much any style of music or anything they want.
They do. A buddy of mine turned me on to them. He was at Porch Fest in Sanford and saw them murdering it on somebody's porch. And he's like, "You got to book these guys."
Yeah.
The
So we've been
if you want to see really high quality live music, you can go to Cafe Da Vinci for free. Like just go.
Yeah, free live music.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of people don't realize go to a beautiful establishment in their courtyard and watch some awesome music free and have some drinks.
Have some quality drinks. Dan, you're making my hometown look good, man. You make me proud.
I appreciate that.
That place is dope.
Dan,
you may not know, I'm also an elected official in your hometown.
I saw that.
Congratulations.
I didn't know if we were allowed to say anything. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, on the city commission.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks,
very, very cool,
Please
man.
appreciate it.
If you ever got anything you want to kick around, hey, you got an open forum here, man.
Yeah, and that's great, and you'll do great for DeLand.
Well, because he cares about the land.
Yeah.
Can't believe they trusted me.
That's what we say.
Well,
they fell for it.
Dan, thanks so much for telling us about what's going on. We're going to check in with
Thank you guys.
each month and talk about what's going on at Cafe Da Vinci because you do have a bunch of awesome bands come through there, and a lot of it is free. Some ticketed, but just go to cafedavincideland.com for everything.
Jump on there and listen to some music, get some cold beers, and maybe you'll see us out there, man. Thanks for for calling in today.
Appreciate you, fellas.
All right, man. We'll talk soon.
Have a good one.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Oh man, now I just want to stop doing the show and just go have a beer and listen to some live music, but not the way it works.
The going back to the guy's call, the number one draft pick, everybody talks about this like it is a crapshoot, but it's the only thing that the system has. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's no
It surprises. Can I ask you a question though?
Like
disregarding
a serious question
about you.
Yeah.
Why you hate when people are doing something just because that's the way we've always done it.
Yeah.
And it surprises me sometimes when we start talking about the NFL, something that truly is like your hobby, that you're not more adamant about wanting us like them to change the system in a way that could quite possibly make it better, right?
Well, Sean McVay changed the mentality a little bit because he basically said, screw draft picks. I mean, they traded away everything. The Rams don't have a draft pick for a while.
A long time.
And they just said, we'll just get a veteran and veterans and build the team that way, and they won a Super Bowl.
Right.
And a lot of people scoffed at it, and they're like, you can't do it that way. You got to build from the bottom up, from the rookie
It's not
up.
necessarily sustainable, though, because look at him now.
Exactly. Because one of them, a couple injuries, and your team's done. Right?
I just want to see more innovation. I want to see something different. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm not bored at all, but it's just like it seems like we're just doing the same thing, and I'll wait for the pick and tank the team and get the picks and build it up, and it's like, all right, well, is there another way to do this?
There is, but it's risky. And then like I said, it's the Rams' way of getting veteran quarterbacks and paying them huge money and then trying to go for a Super Bowl. But look what happened with Denver this year. They were like, they built a team, and then they're like, we'll just get Russell Wilson and we'll win.
I don't even know what to call that. I don't even know what you do. Yeah. What's going to go on there next season? That's a mess, right?
Well, they're stuck with them, so they're going to have to deal with it.
For how long?
It
feels like Matt Ryan to me.
Well, there's a bunch of rumors. Sean Payton's looking for a job, and where's he going to go? He's already assembling.
They pulled in that other guy
team
this morning. Who's that other guy? It's probably. It was a headline this morning. They got some other guy they're interviewing. I'm blanking on his name.
The college football coach.
Yes.
I saw that. Yeah. Although
that's not gonna happen.
But they have to remember a lot of this is all teams have to interview.
Yeah.
They have to interview an African American coach, like a bunch of different diverse.
And it has to be on the books.
And they have to publicly say we're interviewing this person, but
don't you dare be dismissive of the interview process because you did that to Brian Flores and he's getting you for it. He's gonna get you for because he knew when he left there that you were just going through the motions and he is going to blank your ass.
John Elway show up drunk. I like that, by the way.
I can smell the beer on his teeth.
He was noticeably drunk. He's slurring his words. But the whole system set up to
I forgot about they'd been partying the night before. I forgot about that story.
The thing with look what the Eagles did. Like if you have a bunch of draft picks and then you get a rookie QB that you could train for a while.
He's badass.
And then under a rookie contract, and that's the key. It's like that rookie contract is so sweet for teams because it allows you to pay your best player and their most important player, which is your quarterback, for like a small amount for the first 2 to 4 years or whatever the hell
however it's established. Sure.
But it makes it so under the rookie contract, then you build out the players around him. And the problem is once that QB, if he is a star, once after he's done with his rookie contract, and then you have to pay him a huge amount, and apparently the business of being a quarterback has, like, the Deshaun Watson thing screwed up the whole NFL because they gave him such a huge contract. Now everybody wants that. And
well, good. Maybe it'll change some things then, because normally when things get like off kilter or completely out of whack, then some things are going to change.
And they're thinking that quarterbacks like Jared Goff or like Kyler Murray, even though they gave him a huge contract, then it looks like they may be off of him. Arizona's a mess. But certain quarterbacks, they're like just good enough, like Brock Purdy. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
The third string quarterback. He came in.
He's fine.
And
Leave him alone.
He is training the NFL and showing the world that maybe it's more about the system than it is just the individual quarterback. Because we're so like, oh, look at the quarterback. It's a whole team. It's Brady doing it all. It's like, nah, it's the coaching, the system, the other players.
If everybody's exexecuting, you're going to win it that way.
Can this guy just execute the play? And so maybe the Brock Purdy's of the world knock the giant quarterback contracts.
It's a great name, too. I do like the name Brock Purdy. It's a good name. Let's do this one.
This is Stan in Palm Bay. I just wanted to let you know that I listen to the app on the iPhone, and I never have a single problem with it ever. I know you don't ever hear that, so I figured I'd call and tell you. I download them. They're easy enough to figure out what I've done. It comes right up, and it works. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, BDM, for calling in and telling us.
Glad it works.
It works for me, too.
There are hundreds and thousands of people that use our app with no problems, but there are also those that have some problems. And with most things that are problems, they can be a loud minority. Like they can get in your emails and tell you, like, hey, this is a problem for me. Our take is we don't want to be a problem for anybody. So we're just working our best on trying to get some of these things solved. But if it's working for you, I am relieved.
If 3% of the people that have downloaded our app have a problem, that's a lot of people that we hear from, which
a lot of people.
Influences our outlook on the app.
Makes me sad.
And it's like we got to fix these problems, even though it's 3%.
Yeah.
Because they all are going to email us like, hey, this doesn't work right, which we feel bad about and we want to fix. Yeah,
I want to fix it, man.
Which we talked about on the BDM show, so we've got some workarounds if you are a BDM.
If you're a BDM and have not listened to the most recent BDM show and you're having issues, go listen to the show. It'll help you out.
Specifically with the BDM content, because our other content is on Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
Spotify. Yeah.
You can get it anywhere, and those platforms, it'll work every time.
There you go. Let's try this.
Tom, Dan, Sam, BDM Mike.
BDM Kylie.
So, Daniel, unfortunately listening to ACT's Thursday, and you have offended my lady's honor, and now I must challenge you. I feel like it is only fair. She's offended. Don't let her lie to you. So now I feel like it is only fair. We do one
This is the drunk couple, right?
Yeah.
I like these guys. I like them a lot.
Physical challenge, one mental challenge, and then one, Tom, dealer's choice challenge. And Tom, you get to be the dealer. Anyways, I look to encounter you on the field of battle, Daniel, and we will see each other out there. The glove has been tossed.
All right. They toss.
Love the
Usually Tom's the one that takes the challenges.
Yeah, Tom's You've been going through a phase lately where you are challenge crazy, right?
Yeah.
I got a shot on my back yesterday from Dr. Handsome. Dr. Handsome, my back. This doctor is the most beautiful man.
Let me get his name.
His muscles, I'll show you off the air, and I'll show you his picture. He's beautiful. And he gave me a shot. Well, the damn topical shot that he gave me worked better than the big epidural shot that I got. Because I'm
keep getting little topical ones.
I'm not that bad right now, but it hurt like a bitch yesterday. He stuck it in. He's like, I'll give you a little shot. And he did it. I'm like, oh, it's getting me. It's getting me. I'm like, oh, you're getting me today. And he's like, I'm sorry. And then
what is he putting there?
I have no idea. Could be
Kratom.
Could be Kratom. Could be Kratom.
Is he putting energy juice in there?
It could be energy juice. Could be anything in there.
Is it some sort of like what did they used to
Stem cell?
shoot in like
old NFL
O.J.
players?
Simpson's knees?
Yeah, that's like cortisone.
Cortisone.
And then
Is it cortisone?
You get cortisone crystals. My dad got one time. He was getting a lot of shots in his knee so he could play softball. My dad loved softball. I was smoking cigarettes, playing softball, tiny green shorts, and he'd pull his socks all the way, just like I do. I'm becoming my dad. And I remember one time, my mom ran out there. He'd fallen down or something, and they ran out there, and he's like, "I got a goddamn cortisone crystal!" Yeah, and he's screaming. He couldn't straighten his leg, and he did that move that I venture that you do this move where it's he's like, I can't straighten my leg. So what do? He's like, I have to push it straight. Yeah. And you can hear and he's like, there it is. He push it all.
Ratchet his leg out.
He'd ratchet it out and get it straight, and he'd break, and he'd be like, all right, I'm good. Got to break them crystals up.
Yeah, it's a bitch getting old.
Yeah, it is. Not good.
Yeah, it messes with you.
Not good.
We're done? Oh.
No, I was wondering.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, okay. I got another one.
What did this guy talk about?
I don't know.
He's got a challenge. He wants a physical challenge, a mental challenge, and then dealer's choice. I love that you guys are paying attention to the show.
No, we don't.
Well,
there
comes a time where every caller gets a little too comfortable.
Yeah,
then he thinks
you're going honesty.
He's
today.
like, they know me, they remember me, and
they'll be a challenge. They love me. They're gonna make me a superstar.
He didn't say what the challenges were, though. Just the type of challenge.
We got to do physical.
Yeah, but what kind of physical? What kind of mental?
Because he got a little taste. He hears himself on the show every once in a while.
He wants to be part of the hour team.
I think I can out push up him.
I haven't seen this guy.
Who is this guy?
I think I can out push up this guy.
Well,
he sounds like a weak little bitch.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to get into
I don't know. I'm feeling
He's throwing the gloves.
I'm
throwing the gloves.
All right, I was going to try
to the waters.
I was going to try to get you out of it.
Bit.
You could challenge this gentleman. It'd be great.
What if he beats the absolute crap out of him?
No.
If he beats the crap out of him,
it's not a fight challenge.
No, it's not a fight. Unless we make me the undercard on the
Pervert
Pervert Pete.
Oh, he said throwing the gloves. I thought it was a
I
fight.
could fight him as the undercard fight before the Pervert Pete Tuttle fight at the OLE.
It's got to be some...
Are we doing this?
Some sort of cycling challenge.
No, I can't cycle, but I can do push-ups. I can do arm things.
But you could probably out Peloton him, right?
Well, the trick is that I am good at push-ups because of my body geometry.
Oh, yeah.
I got short arms.
Okay.
Inch up, inch down, inch up.
Speed push-ups.
What would the mental challenge be? Some
IQ
sort of
test.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty good at that because it's a little crazy. I get up into the crazies.
Some sort of music trivia. Are you good at that?
Yeah, we can. They call me the.
Is that a mental challenge?
Yeah,
music trivia.
Knowledge.
The highest form of IQ test is a mental music challenge. Yeah.
Just take a basic GED test, right, or something.
Okay, we can do that.
I don't know. I also don't know how smart this guy is.
Or he could choose the most dangerous challenge is to allow me to make love to his girlfriend one time.
That's the physical challenge.
And that's the dealer's choice. I make love to his girlfriend one time to see who's better in the bedroom.
You know what will really question your intelligence? Is
me.
Trying to help your sons with their homework.
I stopped doing it.
Or your kids.
I can't do the new math because she's like, oh, you just slide this over here and you take this to this. And I'm like, that's not how I do math. I lay my hands out and I count on my fingers. And I'm like,
I'll Maxwell or Tom. I mean, we're talking second and third grade here. I'm like, they'll ask for help and they're like, what is this question asking you to do? And I'll read it and I'll have no idea. I'll have to go and look it up on Google because now you can go and have the answer and explain on every single. You look at the actual worksheet. It's on Google and it'll tell you exactly how to do it.
I just told Maisie to just go to AI and just put in a thing.
But I'm like, how bad is it that I can't even understand what they're asking for a third grader's homework? I'm reading the question. I'm like, what is it asking you for? I contend that it's confusing.
It's not for them, though. It's only confusing. It's not.
Well, they don't know either.
It's not confusing to a new mind. It's curious, but to you, It's it might as well be a bill you got from Duke Energy.
And then
confusing.
And then I'll say we'll guess and I'll have them write something, and then the teacher I'll check later and they'll just write a check, and I'm like, she didn't look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just auto wrote a check just because.
I don't get any of that, man.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we got good schools here, so.
This guy's
just like, did you write something? Check.
Yeah.
Participation trophy. Yeah,
that's all it is. All right. Bye.
All right.
And then we're going to Zoom.
Hold on, I gotta pee. Don't do nothing. You gotta pee. Where's that go?
That's Friday 1.
Friday 1. Oh, we already did Friday 1.
Friday 2.
Friday 2 was Jordan Foley and Tyler Hood.
Uh-oh. We did it again.
Oh, that's fine. Just
Actually, that's actually pretty long, so we can move that to somewhere else because we really only needed 16 for Friday. I was thinking we needed 20, but that was.
I think I'm fucked up somewhere here. We are.
Monday was what I was thinking of for 20. Do you want to put that Monday 4? Oh no, you said it was a starting, didn't you?
Well.
Monday the 16th.
We'll go back and we'll look what we had, because that segment you may have put in that we pushed back to Monday 3. He may have the Friday 1 as the Monday 3.
I think whatever it is, I don't have it labeled correctly.
All right, we'll figure it out afterwards then.
It's no big deal.
I hate the labeling aspect of this. It makes me mad.
Well, we always change it too, which is
the
confusing part.
Are we doing just phone call?
Zoom.
Okay.
I told him we might be 5 or 10 minutes late, so he's aware. Do this. And lunch, and then go to show.
Yep. I'm busy this year.
Yeah. Only the second week.
I know. Did he get his YouTube back?
He has I believe it's a separate one now, because I don't believe he has the same amount of subscribers as he used to. But we'll ask him about it. Yeah, this is 1 month ago, right? Or no, is that just that video?
I think that's the number one thing I hate the most is when I mislabel some shit. All right. We're going over to Zoom. Zoom, zoomy, doom, doo, doo. Going over to Zoom. Another Trump. I can't do it on not enough caffeine. It's not the same. Funny shows today. Yeah. I've been trying to be a little crazier than normal. But I don't know why. I was trying to make Deborah laugh. Yeah, no. That's good. I got some ideas with them. Did you see what Tracy texted me? What? About Full Sail Labs? No. They are interested. Okay. That's where Maisie went for her voiceover and video editing class. Awesome. Yeah, those things are cool, dude.
That's the people should know about that. You know, I
They
didn't know.
They
about
do
that.
voiceovers for. Well, we even had some listeners that were asking about taking classes. These are for kids, but
Yeah, a lot of our listeners have kids.
have kiddos. Oh, Norm, I didn't know your. Well, you guys put some good energy out there. Apparently, Maisie went too. I'll just tell you guys. That's the thing, is I'm not even going to keep anything quiet anymore. It's like, who cares? I like their product.
Yeah.
I want to work with them. Full Sail Labs. Maisie went to a movie editing and a voiceover class. She likes the little camps. These were like little day camps. You drop them off at 8. You pick them up at 1. And she loved it. And the setup was great. And man, they got their facility is just. She was using a MacBook Pro with the same Focusrite interface with an SM7B mic. Like, she had the same equipment we have.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it is and it isn't. I'm like, you shouldn't have that. You should have the old shit. I got Pete.
All right.
All right, we got him waiting. Let me delete this guy. All right, I'm going to add him in. Here we go.
Okay.
Pete, what's up, man? Can you hear us?
All right.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear
Awesome.
me?
Hey, good. Sounds great, man. Hey, thanks for the time, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Do you want to just roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just not waste this time. All right, let's get into it, man. Thank you again. Here we go. In 3, 2.
All right, we're doing a little bonus show, which we don't do too often, but we wanted to do this uncensored, and
well, we want our guest to be in his native environment. There's no sense.
Oh, wait, you mean I could curse?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, guys, I've been preparing all week to not curse.
No, I guess I should have let you know that it was uncensored.
You're fine. You're completely fine.
Sam,
be yourself.
My bad.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Well, we realized it would.
I didn't think you could do it uncensored, so I was like, we're going to do a bonus
I'm
show.
not Tuttle. Don't give me that.
We want you to be an authentic weenie whisperer. We want you to bring the full you to the table, and we have to pick your brain about you, I guess, come in contact with somebody that we've known for a very long time, a bit of a loose cannon crazy man by the name of Tuttle.
That's what you call him? A crazy man?
That's a nice thing. That's a nice thing. No,
we call him worse.
He's a raving lunatic.
So, Pete, let's talk about you for a second, because I want our audience to understand a little bit of your background.
Because I think you figured this out. You've known Tuttle almost longer than I have. And I think you kind of think you know what's going on here with Tuds.
Well, we'll talk about Tuttle
we'll
later,
get to
because
that,
the whole
let's-
interview and the fight. But
let's dig into Pete, and because like you had a very, very, very large YouTube channel at one time that was taken down. Is that what happened?
Yeah, back in the day, I built my channel up to, over 100,000 subscribers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and then I had some custody issues because I had custody of my daughter, and my ex-wife found out that I was doing this character Pervert Pete. So she took me on in court, and my lawyer advised me that I should, take down the videos. And my whole thing was like, it's a character I'm doing. What's
We need
the
to
problem?
Write this down for Mo.
So your lawyer said, like, hey, take this character down. The judge is going to use this to determine her decision or his decision. It seems like that's like using someone's character in a movie and being like,
like Joe Pesci's wife says, well, you bashed this guy's head in with the cash register in the movie, so we got to take your kid, we got to take your money, we got to shut you down.
That was my argument. I was like, I don't understand this. It makes absolutely no sense to me. So I did that, and long story short, I won, of course, and I had custody of my kid still. But then, because I deleted all my videos like a moron, I panicked because my kid's the only thing that matters.
Of course,
of
course.
And no,
this is the reasonable side of Pervert Pete everyone's hearing right now. I want everyone to know that.
Yeah. So Pete, before
kids first,
before even this, to even build up your channel that big, how did you even start, and when did you realize that you had something and the character, people loved the character, and the
how did it start? Did it start on the Omegle channel, and we're not really familiar with that. We're fucking old men.
Yeah, I'm old too. I didn't know about it either. I just went on YouTube one day and I saw this guy just talking to people on Omegle, and I was like, wow, this is so funny. And I was like, oh, I want to do that, but I want to do something different. I don't just want to be a person. I want to be a character. So I just came up with this character. Do you guys know Eminem? On Eminem's original, on his first CD, he had a skit called Ken Kniff.
Yeah.
Ken Kniff was like, oh,
Ken
hey
Kniff
there,
from
cop
Connecticut.
boy. And
yeah.
so I was like, oh, let me do something like that. And it just, just evolved from that.
Interesting.
This is crazy.
And then like we've watched some of your videos. You just realize like people liked this.
Yeah, you're like fucking with people. You're looking at it on a Omegle challenge. You're whispering the weenies at them. You're waving a wiener at them, and just like fucking with people. And then you would record that and then put these out as your videos.
Yeah, that's it. I just just talk to, not think about it, just like talk and just like, what would this stupid character do? And it just evolved from there. People actually liked it, so I just kept on doing what people liked, and it just evolved from there.
100,000 subscribers. So were you at a point where you, as and I'm not even getting into your actual identity, were you at a point where you're like, hey, me as this dad, this could be a viable way for me to make money for my family. This could be a career. This could be something. Or was this still a hobby? Because most people, I mean, we got like, what do we have? Like 6,000. We don't even have 7,000 subscribers.
Less than 1/10 of that.
Right. So when you have 100,000 subscribers, are you like, man, I can do something with this?
Well, yeah, at that time, YouTube was way different. They didn't, there was no like censorship or anything. And I think it was like around 30 to 40,000 subscribers. Somewhere in there, I went full time with this. Like the ad revenue was insane. So
what were you making? Can you tell us like what you were making? Because like most people won't say it, but we get fascinated with the real numbers.
Yeah, because that's what I remember. I remember that 30 to 40,000 mark. I was making about $2,500 a month just on ads from YouTube.
Good. That's decent money.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah,
and then I had a Patreon and all that stuff. People donating like nice people, and that was it, man. All I could do is just do this.
People are arriving in our chat room. They're really confused and they think we're talking. They don't know what. This is Pervert Pete. This is Pervert Pete.
Some didn't see the show last week.
Yeah, we talked to Tuttle. Tuttle said that Vulture, his producer, set up an interview with
Vulture
Pervert
just
Pete.
messaged me and he's mad. He wants us to get Tuttle on now with
No.
Pervert Pete. I told him we're not doing that.
This is Pete's time. This is not Tuttle's time. This is Pete's time. We're actually taking the time to ask the questions that Tuttle should ask the first fucking time when he was talking to Pervert Pete. We're finding out about the custody. We're finding about the 100,000 subscribers and the money he was making and how this whole fucking thing fell apart.
I will say though, I told Tuttle this, and,
and he didn't use it.
His response question was, so where do you broadcast from?
No.
Get him, Pervert Pete.
Well, I mean, like, from Jersey. All right, that's great.
So I'm curious.
Every time I look at Pervert Pete, I think of the band Masked Intruder.
Yeah.
Which I love that band. That's one of my favorite bands. You look like one of my favorite bands. Like all four of them dressed like you.
So
no, thanks.
So at this time, like you're able to monetize it. Like this is legitimate. Like this is
a job.
This is a job, and also you're making a living doing this. I'm surprised your attorney couldn't make the argument to the judge is like, yeah, he plays this character on this is and what year are we talking? 2012-ish or something?
And you're saying everything I was saying. Like I still to this day I cannot fathom how it even happened. But yeah, it was 2017, I think.
Oh wow, this wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, but even in 2017, I could see an old lawyer not really understanding the significance and just being like, "Oh, this content. I don't. You don't want the judge to see this. They're gonna, and instead of like, hey,
you think it's as simple as the ski mask?
Could be.
Maybe.
And the name.
I was
Pervert.
thinking that, like, the whole time I'm looking at you, I'm like, this is harmless, but man, there's something menacing about a ski mask.
Yeah, but it's like not giving a porn star or letting a porn star have custody of their kid. It's like, who gives a shit? It's like, do they bring their kid on set? No, like, is it separate?
Right.
Well, I did. I was bringing my kids on set, and I let them watch openly.
Yeah, what was did you decide when the whole Pervert Pete character, you're like, it's better to have a mask? Like, I too, when I started radio, I had a suit on, and people liked the character, and they like me in a bear suit more than they like Tom Van. At the beginning, it was a way, it endears you to people immediately. For whatever reason, the psychology, people like a character more than the human being. Like, I feel like if you had the same bit and shtick without the mask, people would be like, not as good. I like the mask part of it.
Yeah, where'd you come up with the get up?
I forget. Well, at first it was like I just wore a ski mask and a shirt. I didn't really think about it. I was just thinking like, like a GTA type character or something. You know who he is, what's going on. And then over time, I was like, I'm a make-believe character. Shouldn't I have like a uniform or something?
Yeah. You kind of remind me of like the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something. Like where they would all there'd be many of you. Like there'd be an army of Pervert Pete's, and you're like just the main Pete. I don't know. I'm a weirdo, Pete. Anyway.
No, that's a gre'at idea. I would have loved to do something like that,
I can see that.
So, Pete, after you deleted all your videos and your YouTube channel, then what'd you...
Well, it was probably demonetized and all of that, right?
No, actually. It wasn't demonetized. I deleted all the videos because I panicked, and I was like, all right, I got to do something. I got to keep this going. So I took the mask off and, was myself. It kept it going for a while, but it wasn't the same. I ruined everything. I took away the mystique and everything. You know what I mean?
Man, what was that feeling like when you're like, oh, God, I ruined it? Like,
we did this. Remember when we got attacked by our corporate, we used to work in radio. We're doing this podcast at the same time. Short of the long is they didn't like us doing that, and they asked us, much like you, to take down all original 159 episodes of our show.
Yeah, or we'd be fired.
Or we'd be fired on the spot. And we panicked, much like you. I cried. You saw me. I took them all down, and we didn't lose them because I kept them, but we didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't know if we were going to have to start a new career.
Yeah, we were always mad that we took them down, but in the grand scheme of things, like, it ended up working out, and it's like, so it's not. I'm sure you got custody, everything in that part worked out.
You did the right thing.
But did you save the videos, or are they totally gone?
I did save the videos. Yeah. So the fans were 100% supportive and everything. All the fans were supportive of everything. But like, I couldn't get into searches, like, because I wasn't gonna clickbait people with I'm some pervert or whatever that is, because then it changes everything. Like a actual person that's a pervert, it's like, whoa, what? It's kind of but
yeah, that's us. We're the real perverts. Real perverts don't wear masks. They're sitting right in front of you.
Right in front of your face.
I'm right here.
Right, it changes everything. But so eventually, I got custody again, and once that happened, I brought the character back. But the mystique was gone. But I started building the channel back up. I put up all my old videos. The channel started building back up. And then one day I woke up on my birthday and I got 3 notifications that 3 of my videos were taken down, which means 3 strikes and you're out, and my channel was terminated.
Oh, my God.
For what reason?
For videos that were 5 years old. I forget the exact what they were, but they were 5-year-old videos. They've been up for 5 years, no problem. But because that was during the YouTube apocalypse, when YouTube started panicking and started flagging everything that could have been controversial. So
yeah, it had something to do. He's jogging my memory about, like, remember when all these really nasty videos were kind of infiltrating the kid version of YouTube. And then I think it's one of the reasons why they ask you, when you put any content on YouTube, it's like the first question they ask you is like, is this kid porn? That's like the first question they ask you. Like, no matter what you put on YouTube, the first thing they ask you when you hit
Who
upload.
clicks yes?
Hey, I don't know.
What is the scary monster? They were like, the suicide monster will come get you.
Yeah. No, it was oh God,
the weird bird looking lady.
Yeah,
what the hell? I forgot her name.
Yeah, it was the bird,
but anyway,
the suicide bird.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. Momo. It was Momo.
Momo the suicide bird.
It was Momo the suicide bird, the kids. And then so Pete got wrapped up in all of that, and they're just like, they got these they just take everything down, they're deleting all of it, 3 strikes, boom, and you're done. So this channel that you had 100,000s. You're bringing it, you're putting the character in there, taking the character out. You're trying to manipulate it the best you can. Now it's dead. So what do?
Quit. Just quit.
You just quit.
That was so difficult.
I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Yeah, I can.
I was.
Is there any recourse? Like, could you talk to anybody at YouTube and be like, why? Why did this happen? Because you don't know if it's a real person looking at this or a bot.
Yeah, it could be Momo the bird.
Yeah, because the bot thing to us, like we do Twitch and other stuff that, like Daniel will put up a video and a bot will scrape it down, right? And then
we get hit on YouTube sometimes for copyrighted stuff.
And it'll scrape it down by accident because they either got confused or they thought something was a titty and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's because the bots aren't 100%. And then it's like
robots don't know titties.
There's lots of influencers where like this is these people's jobs and you're using a bot and then the person has no recourse because there's no one to talk to. They don't have any employees. It's just endless bots.
So you just got out of the game?
Well, yeah. Well, I once I got those emails, I wrote, you can appeal it. So I wrote out this long, 2-hour message to appeal it. And 30 minutes later, I got denied. So that was a bot. I reached out to, I had some friends that, they had millions of subscribers. I reached out to them, see if they could do anything. Even their contact couldn't do anything. So I just quit. I was so defeated. I was like, what am I going to do?
Pete, do you know the rules of what you can and can't say? Like what?
I don't.
I know that for anything that can be considered it's all subjective too, and then again,
I'm sure we break rules all the time just by being comedy and satire. But how do you? It's subjective.
If you're doing a comedy show, you scream "I'll kill you" as a joke or something like that,
right.
And then next thing you know, the AI bots have gotten to where they can listen to every word of your show and he threatened violence, scrape. And then you're like, wait, the context, you're scraping, but they're like, well,
doesn't matter.
They're like, well, you can use our platform or not.
Right.
And that's their argument.
Yeah, you can go to the ones that nobody cares about, which is true. YouTube is the only dog in town.
And so then you have to play by their rules, which is kind of bullshit and anti the whole point, I feel, of YouTube and people creating their own content to begin with.
It's not free speech in that regard.
Yeah, but I guess you make the argument, well, this is a private company and we run. This is not the United States.
No different than our airwaves. When we have clients, if we had a client that said, hey, I pay you, but I want to come on your couch and I want to go Kanye crazy, we'd say, sorry, man, that's not the type of thing we do here. They don't, we control that. They don't.
Yeah, but then it's like, and I guess that's the argument with all social media is, should you have ultimate free speech? Should you start, because then, it's like slippery slope one way, then slippery slope the other. It's hard,
so how
complicated.
Do we get to
a lot of slippery slope.
I know.
So let's talk about, how did we get to Tuttle? Vulture, Tuttle's producer, how did he end up, did you just get an email out of the blue one day?
No, I don't know. It's one of these, I don't know, one of these websites where you can get guests for podcasts and stuff. So I set up, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I came back after 4 years or whatever it was, and I wanted to, see what I could do. And I set up a profile or whatever on one of these websites for, podcasts to get guests. And he reached out.
Oh, okay. So it was one of these services. They were like, oh, okay.
Yep.
It made it seem like when we were talking to Tuttle, he was like, my producer found this
guy, just threw it on my desk. I didn't know anything.
Well, actually, guys, and let me just say, because after getting that email, I was like, all right, cool. Let me see who this Tuttle is. I just, briefly just checked and everything, and something just didn't feel right. So I messaged who I thought was just Tuttle, and I messaged him and just gave him my story. Real brief, not
like
huge
backstory.
or anything.
Yeah, you gave him a bio.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah. I'm not hearing anything wrong now.
And I didn't hear anything back, so I figured he got it. Well, I guess he didn't. I guess his producer's a moron, and it's all his fault.
Oh, you hear that, Vulture?
Shots fired.
You're a moron, Vulture.
And Tuttle lives, I feel, old school 90s radio.
He also lives with old people. He lives in a 55 and up community.
He doesn't read the in the traditional old radio days, the host never reads the bio of the guest.
They're just dickheads.
That's true.
That's beneath them.
Where we come from, most of your radio hosts are big and fat, and they don't care. And I was a producer for like 20 years, man, a radio producer. No one ever, and you bring in you give the bio to the big fat host. And he looks at you, yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I'm too good for this.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the free ribs from the rib shack to come in.
Tony Roma's.
Yeah, I want Tony Roma's ribs, and I want all my coffee, and bring me my packet.
Pete, I'm curious, have you done other interviews and other shows and other, like, where it was a standard interview? Like, when you went in with Tuttle, did you feel right off the bat that this was going to go poorly?
Not right off the bat. I mean, just by looking at him, I was like, some could be a little off here. But I mean, pretty much once he started talking,
you were trying. I watched the video. I analyzed it yesterday. You were trying. You had good posture. You had good energy. You were like,
cared.
You were kind of doing like a yes and, like kind of what you're doing with us. You're professional, but this motherfucker, I'm looking at him and I'm like, hold on a second. Is he high as hell? Has he been up all night? What's wrong with his hair's all messy? He looks like he's coming up a bender or something.
Then he's doing the I'm gonna start acting like I'm too good for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna start huffing and puffing.
I mean, that's obviously that's how he came off and everything, and I will say my jokes were horrible. I mean, those jokes that I tried to throw in
though.
Horrible.
But you were trying. My point is that
I was trying. Yes.
Yeah, you were giving. It didn't matter that they were like if me, Sam, you, Tom, doing in that scenario, you were being. It was a setup, I feel.
Yeah. I feel this whole thing.
Tell him your theory. Because your theory.
Okay, I have a theory, Pervert Pete, that...
Tuttle and Tom used to stunt all the time. So Tuttle played Tuttle, or he had another character called the Evil Dr. Nerdcock, and they dress up and used to wear a bear suit, and Tuttle would just be... And Tuttle, like, his claim to fame was he was a nerd, and he had a big dick. That was it. That's it. So you guys have known each other for almost 20 years, and you would do radio stunts. So that's why I feel like if anybody's going to know what's happening here, it will be Tuttle's best friend, Tom Van.
Okay, well, it seemed to me, Pervert Pete, because we looked at this, and we saw your videos, and Pervert Pete, plug your YouTube channel, because you can see all this, and...
Pete goes, he breaks them all down.
Yeah, pervertpete.com.
Yep, go to pervertpete.com. He's got merch on there.
So, and he broke down this Tuttle interview that we're speaking about. This whole thing started because of this. But I feel like Tuttle, he's cut from the 90s radio cloth of like Bubba the Love Sponge. And and then I think Bubba the Love Sponge recently did this with someone else and then got a bunch of media attention because he brought someone on the air and he shanghaied him.
It was
I don't think we can say that.
I don't think
One of them tricked him? I'll say tricked.
Tricked is fine.
I'll say tricked. I gotta get rid of that.
Tricked is fine.
It doesn't seem racist.
Pete's eyeballs in his mask. They went,
violation.
Mask off.
Even
don't say that, you'll get demonetized.
Even fucking Pete knows not to say Shanghai.
I don't even know why that's racist. Anyway, so Bubba the Love Sponge has done this a million times where you bring a guest on and then you start some sort of argument with them.
Well, you just sit in the background and then you let the person spin a little bit and it gives you some heat.
Yeah, and then so then the person's like, why are you doing this to me? You brought me on here. Like, why? Like, I came on here as a guest. You invited me and now all of a sudden you're acting weird and you're doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
And then you get in a fight with a person. Then that fight becomes media. And then they're like, and I feel like that is the old 90s radio show trick, and I'm not sure if Tuttle was trying to do that, but it seemed like he was purposely trying to pick a fight with you, Pete.
If he did that, he did it horribly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we didn't say he was good at
it. When did it take a turn in the interview?
Yeah, how long did he go with you? Because like I couldn't make it through it, man. Because and it wasn't you. You were trying, but Tuttle with the hair, and he kept pushing it up, and he.
And I was like, all right,
So wait,
you're Tampa Terry.
Yeah,
Like, what? What are you talking about,
Terry? And I'm like, this
he
guy.
starts throwing names out.
Yeah, like how long did you guys go?
I don't remember. I think it was like maybe 30 minutes, but like his first question was well, he, you know, besides asking me about myself and then asking where I'm from, he asked me about some college shooting. And he said the guy that shot the kid went to the guy that shot the kid went to the funeral. I thought that was funny. That's hilarious. But and I said, well, hey, once you go woke, you know, I was trying to come up with a line, you know, go woke, go broke.
You're pervert Pete.
Yeah. Once you go woke, you always go broke. Yeah, all right.
You're trying to go. You're like, all right, this guy's talking about a shooting. I'm gonna make an inappropriate comment because that's what pervert Pete does.
You know what I like doing? I'm pervert Pete. I like shooting my comb everywhere. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to go bottom of the barrel, low hanging fruit.
Yeah, you're trying to go along with him. Like, why would this guy bring up a shooting? Okay, I guess I'll go with this way. I'm with you, Pete.
And he got offended. And I knew and just knowing he's from Bubba the Love Sponge universe, I was like, all right, he's got to have something in his closet. Like, why would you get offended? So, of course, I found like, a bunch of lines that he said that are horribly offensive. So he got offended right there. And then he just went on this Tampa Terry?
Tampa Terry.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
We honestly, man, I have tried to figure that out. I mean, I have no idea. Again, I think he was so high, he didn't even know where he was at. I don't even know if he knows he talked to you.
That makes sense because, like, he didn't do anything with it. He just said, yeah, you're Tampa Terry.
I'm wondering if it's like a Bubba listener that's like on Twitch or YouTube.
Well, they go hard in Tampa.
That's what I'm thinking.
Those guys,
but I don't know.
The Tampa radio listeners are animals, man.
Yeah, when they got in our chat, we're like, what
they'll start attacking everything.
They'll like, for me, I'll be like, yeah, you know, Tampa, it's okay. And they'll be like, what? And they'll get in my DMs.
Why is this girl's tits not out?
Yeah, they're like, hey, Dan. You
can't even do that on Twitch.
Hey, Dan, your wife's ugly. Your kid's ugly. I'm going to kill you. I'm like, whoa. I just said Tampa was okay.
Oh, I was right. So Tampa Terry is a troll on Bubba's show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot. It's almost like an army of trolls.
Yeah. It's almost like they should call it the.
Well, and with that, like I was, you know, he just kept going on and on with this Tampa Terry shit, and then he tried like chastising me, telling me how to be a broadcaster.
Oh,
he was like, you don't, and he said on your show, and everything he said on your show was a lie, which is provable by just going and seeing the interview.
Well, we know that every time we talk.
Yeah, every time we talk to him, I know he's lying. I'm like, are you sober? He's like, yes. I'm like, all right, okay, sure, buddy.
But he said some viral video I made that I went out of my way to edit to make him look stupid. And all I did was he chastised me. He said, as a broadcaster, you don't say or and all I did was take a handful of times that he did that.
I was gonna say Tuttle's very guilty.
Yeah. You gotta set that to some techno music. I'll listen to that all day. That is old school. That's good, Pete. Also, Pete, Tom and I watched your boxing training video this morning, and we very much enjoyed that.
Well,
no,
I didn't see
that was
that.
terrible.
Yeah, he put up a new video this morning.
I gotta go find it.
Yeah.
No, we liked it when your suspenders fell off.
I missed it.
You did get pretty winded.
It's like, man.
Yeah, but that's fine. And also, now we have perpetuated this thing that eventually
it spiraled out of control.
You and Tuttle will box, and we've been kicking it around.
We asked our lawyer about it.
Yeah, we asked our lawyer how the insurance would work and all
he
this.
Was not happy with
No.
What venue we could use, but it's like I've seen some interest. Our the BDMs have they
create a whole lineup.
I'm looking at the chat room right now. I've gotten a lot of people that like Pete over Tuttle.
Oh, really?
They're turning.
I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. And now we will eventually talk to Tuttle separately, and then maybe both of you guys have to say.
We didn't think it would be fair for the first time to do, and I'm not going to say Shanghai. We didn't think it would be fair to bring you on and then because we know Tuds well, and he would be trying to step all over your story. Couldn't have you on the same time, and then you go crazy.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, everything he said in your last show was a lie, and I could easily prove that. Like, how did he said he tried to make it funny And and I wasn't having it. Like what one time where you tried to make it funny, Tuttle? One time.
Oh my God, wrong button. The number of time that people have told Tuttle to make it funny and he can't is almost uncountable at this point.
There is a side of this that I have contemplated that could be true.
The sad side?
No, not the sad side. The genius side of this.
Okay.
Because there is there's a strategy here with like going on someone's show or having a guest, right? And being so weird or controversial, or like you get in an argument with them or whatever.
So like when Pete was making the videos, you think that was all part of Tuttle's plan?
Because going back to 90s radio, there is no bad press, right? In the mind of a 90s radio show host,
Right.
like good, bad, if they're talking about you, it's good, right? It's just publicity. Yeah. And so Pervert Pete, he has now all these videos like, look, this crazy guy I did an interview with.
Right.
Even though it's bad, it makes Tuttle look crazy. He still has Tuttle on Pete's channel, and then people are like, even if 1% of your audience is like, well, I'm going to check this Tuttle guy out. He seems crazy. We'll see what else he's doing. Because I was like,
have you thought about that at all, Pete?
Yes, I have. And you know him better, Tom, so I'm not going to, but I disagree. I think he's a perpetual victim. And he loves playing how he's victimized by everyone. He's just trying to, he's just trying to do his thing, and everyone's all talking about him. Big crybaby.
That's pretty accurate. All right.
Well, holy shit.
Thanks so much for being here. You nailed it. All right. Good. No, I'm joking. That's pretty.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, you never know what Tuttle. Like when we
He's
talk
an
to
enigma,
Tuttle,
man.
we were like, I look at him in his eyes, and it's like the spirals.
He might kill me for saying how much I like Pete.
Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we could tell Tuttle. Even when we have text conversations, I don't know
There's
what.
nothing there, man. There's nothing there.
It's like I'm texting a doll.
Yeah. It really is.
And then it's like, this doll is crazy.
Yeah. It's like trying to kiss a shark. It's like you're looking into their eye. There's no soul in there.
Yeah. Then there's no behind the scenes like planning of like, hey, we're gonna say this. There's nothing.
No. He's like, just go. Just go. I know what to do.
There is an element that is I like about Tuttle where he doesn't give a shit about anything. And this, that, the other. Like he could be some. Like on the news one day, they're gonna be knocking on this door. He doesn't care, which he's hardened by this industry.
You know why this we have to stop this is because Pete's got something to lose.
Yeah,
Pete's got a family.
Yeah. A family.
Yes, I impregnated 2 girls. That was another thing, but. I was going to say, if we're going to box, well, one, I don't even know how that can happen because he looks like, what is he, 5'2", 120?
Oh, that's Dan.
That's me. Well, not 120. 5'2". I'm 5'2", 375.
He's a smaller guy, but now, I don't know.
He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, but he's
I think he's 5'9", and he's about $142.
I think he's
because I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, 195. I could get down to maybe 170.
Yeah, but remember Big Fat Tuttle? I think we get Tuttle.
We need to get a Big Fat Tuttle.
I think
we gotta chunk him up.
Well, yeah, I think Tuttle can get to 170.
We gotta get him.
He was 200 at one point.
What are the drugs that make you eat the most? We need to get him on those drugs.
Yeah, but he can't stop taking the Adderall. That's what.
Oh yeah, and that's counterproductive. He can stop it for training for 3 months.
You can eat past Adderall though. I've seen it happen. But he has some boxing experience. He
does.
In the 90s.
He used to box women.
Yeah, he used to box women, special needs, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time.
His gimmick was to box women and people in wheelchairs.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. So, I'm kind of retarded. So that'll
work. There it is. Shanghai.
Yeah, that'll work. Hey, but I want one stipulation in the contract, though. After I knock him out and give him brain damage, I want to bang his mom.
This is too far. Now Tuttle's gonna get mad. It's all he has.
It has to happen. That's my only stipulation.
This is
where we take the turn and we become. My God, I feel my love handles becoming Bubba the Love Sponge. I'm feeling it.
My sleeves are separate, but one thread at a time they're unraveling.
Oh my God, I have the urge to buy a Corvette.
My belt buckle's getting bigger.
You want a Batman tattoo?
I want to drive around Orlando in a convertible Corvette with my wife's tits out. So bad.
So if we did
Vulture says deal.
Okay. So if we did do a boxing match, obviously we'd have to fly you down. We have to get the video. There's a lot. The undercard.
We have to get the undercard, get the hotel.
I don't know how you even televise that because you can't have
closed circuit. We'll put it on Fight TV.
Yeah, because you can't put boxing.
We'll sell DVDs later.
Like what? This is I'm curious to what if we wanted to stream it. What platform could we stream it on that doesn't have the regulation of I'm sure they don't allow.
Is Periscope still a thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming back. Pete, do you know off the top of your head where we can broadcast?
I mean, you could stream it anywhere, I think. There's been a few YouTuber boxing fights, and I know that they've been televised on YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could just do it on YouTube. If it were just a real fight, it's not like they're going to be like,
And there's real fights on YouTube all the time, right? But it's weird what they will take off. And you allow
a lot
violence.
of people say that.
And Pervert Pete says, just some fucking joke in his character, and you take his.
You take that. All I wanted to talk about is Hunter Biden's laptop.
And you're watching people beat each other up violently, and you're like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
It is weird.
Pull that titty down.
It is weird. So Pete, I guess as we move forward, is there anything Tuttle could do? What if Tuttle went to you and said, like, hey, I was just trying to do my thing. This was all just...
or what if he said I was really high?
And is there anything that... he could say at this point that would make you not hate him anymore? I feel like it's too far gone.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, because I don't like that. I hate this. I used to do some of this stuff back in the day, and it just doesn't feel good. It's not fun.
You've matured.
I hate doing it.
You've matured, yeah.
But it's just he came off he's so arrogant and so oblivious to what he's doing. Like you're just lying. Why you trying to besmirch my name? What's wrong with you?
What if we bought Tuttle a black dress shirt, white suspenders, a white tie, and the thing, and we ask him to dress up as you and apologize?
Sure, of course, yeah. Seriously though, I don't want to do this. It's not fun. If he wants to, we could, do something, do a stream or something, or talk or whatever. I don't care. Let's do it. Who cares?
It's not going to work. There's too much anger there. It's not going to work.
If I know Tuttle, he said,
I'll fuck you up.
In fact, I think we should, hang up with Pete and call Tuttle and just, hear what he has to say. Right. Just so.
Pete, hey, we appreciate the time, man. We learned a lot. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your channel, but best of luck in getting it larger. We know we're trying to do that fight too, although we don't really do fun. It's really just a broadcast of what we're already doing. So it's not like we're breaking down any doors.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. It's like, if you missed the show, you can come watch it, whatever.
All right, yeah, no, thanks for your time and everything. It was fun, guys.
Yeah.
And tell Tuttle to go fuck himself.
Oh,
bitch.
my God. Okay, all right. Okay, there it is. All right. Well, that ended...
All right.
Call up
ended
Tuttle.
abrupt.
Tunnel, I know Tuttle's listening. Tuttle,
well, I know
up.
Vulture is because
Can Tuttle Skype in?
I don't know. Let me ask Vulture.
Skype. Look at this dumb old man. Can you zoom in? Whatever the fuck. I don't.
He might be working his day job.
What are we doing? He's a nice guy, right? He's all right.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Oh, everybody's
got a story.
That has, he's
I did like his ending when he's like, hey, and tell Fido, fuck himself. Fuck you.
Because the only thing I wanted to ask
That's a cool
him
remix.
if he had a radio background. It seems like there's some sort of...
I don't think so, but he did start a podcast, but I don't think it lasted very long.
No, okay.
That's most podcasts. They're hard, man. Podcasting's hard. Are we going to call Tuttle or...
Yeah, I mean, I got his cell phone number.
Can he zoom in? Is he texting us now?
I'm sure he's listening.
He's he said tuning in for the great Pervert Pete appearance.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Call in.
I want him to zoom in so we can see him.
Okay, yeah.
I thought Pete was not bad. And
he may be working, Tuttle. I didn't.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. I'm selling charging cables, you assholes.
So
we'll schedule a time to talk to
I'm trying to upsell this lady to buy this iPhone Max OtterBox. That was my stomach. Did you hear that?
If we did do
it is lunchtime.
A boxing match, it's
you have to do bare knuckle.
No. That people get hurt doing that.
We
have to do big novelty gloves.
You can't do it. You can't do it anymore. Can't be done. What if we did a VR boxing match? Everything's going to VR.
we all watch it.
Well, no, peek and stay in New Jersey.
Okay,
Right.
I'm telling you, nobody's ever done this. VR boxing match. I'm sure they have this.
All our audiences in there.
Yeah, no. Nobody goes anywhere. Everybody in their homes because this is where we're going. The future is.
Yeah, but you can see them from the waist up, and they just stand in the audience.
Yeah. The audience stands in like the
Okay.
horizon area of VR, and then I'm standing there.
You do it in the lobby.
But I'm a black lady. I look like Whoopi Goldberg, and I'm a black lady in VR. I don't know if anybody knows that.
That's your avatar?
I'm like a fatter me, but I'm like a Whoopi Goldberg, big black.
No eyebrows?
I have no eyebrows. I have locks. I have like long dreadlocks, and I'm a fatter black lady. But I'm standing there. They're like, "Oh, look, I'm standing next to this fat black lady." I'm like, "No, it's Dan." They're like, "Why are you a fat black lady?" I'm like, "I don't know. I was having fun when I was making my avatar." And then we have Pete in New Jersey. We have Tuttle in I don't even know where he's at now, Port Orange or whatever. And then they can meet, and they don't have to go anywhere.
But aren't they just like you can't actually feel the avatar? You're just
you're just kind of
punching wildly at each other.
Yeah.
How do you know who wins? It's just that you stand there punching each other, and then people just start disappearing.
Yeah. You just then eventually you see Whoopi Goldberg fade away, and you're like, "Oh my God, Dan left. He must not be good at all."
Just take your helmet off. You put on the.
Like, I got tons.
Oh, okay.
There he is.
Oh my God, this is the best show we've ever done. Where are we putting this?
This is
It's
just
a bonus.
bonus.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to be happy with me. He's going to be mad at me.
Hello?
Oh.
Your audio only. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hey, don't be mad at me. He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
You know what, though? I now, like, listening to it and stuff, I probably was in a bad mood that day.
Oh, you're conceding? You're conceding?
Oh.
What's happening?
why-
It looks like you're morphing into the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my God.
What is happening?
What is going on with my video?
You look like you're morphing. You're Digital Dahmer.
Digital Dahmer.
I'm going to go by that name now, Digital Dahmer.
Don't.
Like, digital.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice enough guy,
I'm
man.
frozen up again.
I don't think you gave him a good shake.
Digital Dahmer.
It's so bad, and who just snorted?
That was me.
So
I don't think you gave him a fair shake, man.
What the hell? Why am I freezing on the Digital Dahmer? What is going on here? I look like absolute crap. Digital Dahmer again.
Your internet connection is bad.
This is like I got a gremlin, and
You got
it's just
dial-up
making-
over there?
Okay.
Yeah, it is Volusia County.
So hey, he was a nice guy, and I think I were you really high in that video, man?
I probably was.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. You look like pushing your hair back, like you just got asked a divorce.
Did you purposely tank the interview to make an enemy? It seems like
He said he was in a bad mood, so.
Well, I mean, I have not had anybody that has wanted to challenge Digital Dahmer in any way. So what I'm trying to say is, like, maybe subconsciously I like sabotaged the whole thing because I knew that I needed an enemy and stuff. But
no, you're forcing an enemy.
This is Wag the Dog, right? You're creating the war.
Yeah. Well, this is I mean, Radio 101. You got to have a war going on at all times.
Yeah.
If there's
Good
no
for the country.
If
Good
there's no
for
war,
jobs.
yeah, and there's a little bit of truth to
Common
this.
enemy, yeah. We see it on the BDM page sometimes.
Yeah, like if you don't have an enemy for everybody to point their anger
They'll
at,
start yelling at each other.
Oh yeah, they start eating themselves alive, and then so there is some psychology behind this working. Although it is weird in the YouTube world, I don't know if that's a thing. Is there a lot of YouTube beefs?
Tons. It's just like radio.
There are, but I mean, do I really like? I mean, I could say that I have 100,000 subscribers. I could easily go buy 100,000 subscribers to make myself look big and bad and everything, pedophile Pete and stuff. I mean, we can easily, we could go that route and stuff.
Can you buy 100,000
Yeah,
subscribers?
you can.
Well, let's
You
do
can.
that.
We don't have the money.
How much is it? Because I'll show advertisers.
know,
I'm like, look how many subscribers we have, and they'll give us more money.
You can vet it. I know a couple people locally that have
there
purchased
are.
subscribers before, and it's you
Oh,
should not do
Dahmer.
it. You should
Digital Dahmer.
All right.
What's going on?
The hell out of here.
We gotta get out of here, man.
I just want to show you some videos.
Oh, I thought he was like, I just want to show you my dick.
Oh, I thought he's got a gun.
So he does have a
My
gun.
digital Dahmer dick.
Dahmer again. Are you guys doing this?
No,
too?
we're not doing it.
You know what? I'm gonna leave Digital Dahmer up, and I'm just gonna talk like this as a frozen Digital Dahmer.
Crazy.
And you know what? Screw it. I really don't
Tom
care.
can't breathe.
Tom's dead. It's the worst picture.
What did that happen?
I got an old moth-ridden quilt on the bed behind me, and it's just like this could not be worse. My the dark shadow behind me is growing ever larger.
It looks like
It's eating you.
It looks like you're being sucked into space.
Why is the dark shadow growing?
You're going into a black hole.
Yes, I am, because
Oh my God.
Shit, that scared me worse.
That scared the fuck out of me.
You came back like a ghost.
We gotta get out of here, buddy.
Okay, this is
Plug your podcast.
DigitalDahmer.com.
Yeah, no, you better buy that.
Dahmer. I don't want to promote anything besides
Oh.
the DigitalDahmer.com.
Oh, my God.
Go buy that webpage.
Todd,
right
you're
now.
funny, buddy.
So all right, the beef isn't squashed yet.
But it's a little better. I think it's a little better.
Yeah,
I think
a little better than it
yeah,
was.
It's
I
closer to peace. Closer to
I
peace.
mean,
But-
look, pedophile Pete
Stop.
is a pretty good guy, and I'm good to go on that.
All right. Well,
Now, and would you
And
go on
what-
record?
Okay.
Would you?
Can I bring up one thing about pedophile Pete?
okay.
okay.
Just
That is how bad do you have? How bad was your baby
no.
mama?
I'm
Okay,
not gonna
that's
let
it.
you do that.
Tunnel, if you were going to box him, would you accept that challenge and get in the ring with?
I saw his. See, I'm. Tom, that I'm not afraid. I mean, I'll do anything. I
that
don't
is true.
claim to be a tough guy or whatever. If you guys think it would be a great promotional event,
I don't think it will be.
no, you don't think it would be.
Tom's got COVID.
It's
No, it would be good. It would be huge. It's just
Okay,
I don't
then
know if
let's
it's
do
the
it
attention we
then.
want.
Let's do it.
I'm chickening out a little bit. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know if this. I have been out of that game officially as of last month for an official 10 years.
It is an odd dichotomy to not be a tough guy, but be willing to do anything because Tunnel is that. Like
You're kind of like that. You have that quality where it's like
I'm not
you're
willing to do anything.
No, I know. You
Like,
wouldn't inflate
Tunnel's-
a balloon in your ass. I know that. I wouldn't either.
Tunnel is willing to do more than me by far.
Who would do
You got
more?
kids.
Who would do more gay stunts?
Oh, I
Pervert
would.
Pete or Tuttle?
I would. I mean, I've pretty much have been.
Have you ever
penetrated.
sucked a dick?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was molested as a kid, probably. So
Probably.
probably did.
Why would you bring that up?
This guy's stone cold.
He's doing the
I told you
pizza.
guys. I told you we should have got out of here.
Yeah,
Nobody
he's getting
listens to
the
me.
beat. I listened to
You're
my
right.
producer, but
You're right.
I didn't that time.
You're right.
We gotta go.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're
Bye.
fine. We love you.
Yeah,
Be good.
yeah.
All right.
We'll
I
talk
love
to
you
you
too.
later.
Take care of
All right.
yourself. All right. Get out of here.
All right. Well, this is what we got
I am
on a
fucking
low note.
exhausted now. That was rough.
And we got a go-to show
Yeah,
after
we gotta
this.
drive
Oh
a
my
tank.
god!
Now we gotta go drive a tank with a black Santa Claus.
What the fuck is my life?
We're doing it, baby. Bye-bye.
All right. That was it. Hope you guys liked that one. I don't even know where that goes. I don't even know
don't
what
either.
that was, but it was super fun. Thanks,
Yeah.
Tods. Thanks, Pete.